English not good, but if the any mistake or any difficult to understand, you ask question or something. I try to give how I can. Here I made it short word something like because when I learn when I was learn Torma, they not teach something like they just show something like they not explaining anything. But after that I'm a tantric-trained Kopan. We have a special teacher from the South India, Tantric Monastery, and Kopan we have two different types. One is tantric. If you went Kopan Monastery, you so they already there are one tantric group and one the sutra different. So tantric one we have to learn Torma. We have to do the tantric things. We have to learn everything. So I'm one of the tantric monks Kopan. So I learned many Torma from my teacher, many things here. So when I was there, I asked my teacher what something like this. So I make short note here. You already saw many Torma in Tibetan monastery. They all the time they offer Torma everyone. Maybe you saw there, I think. But Torma, I think before the one Buddha was alive, that time I think maybe they not use they are not tradition to make a Torma or something. I think because I didn't saw any the text or anything. I asked my teacher, so my teacher said Torma come from the Tibet. Before in Buddha was alive, that time maybe they offer something like fruit or flower or that type, but they offer. But the Torma maybe especially from the Tibet, meaning High Lama or teacher, they doing a poor action, something like a peaceful, wrathful, depend. So they make a Torma something like that. So most Torma made from the something like barley or rose flower. And maybe I'm just reading this one. In a general, Torma offering and offered to the deity local garden, obstructed and spirit as a food offering. There are many different types of Torma. Different type of Torma means something like what you call many different type of ceremony or something. Their Torma also the different. So here one number A, inner Torma, outer Torma, something like purified Torma. Stopping obstacles, air Torma and Torma offering to the achieve realization. Inner Torma means something like outside you not, especially not make a Torma, but you inside you just visualize or something like you offer. But this one is not for us something like person who have a power, a little bit high lama practitioner. They not, especially they not make Torma, but inside they offering something like. So inner Torma is something like outer Torma. Outer Torma means we just now we make after that we just for make a bali or something. This is outer Torma, something like. Purified Torma. Purified Torma means something like if someone is very sick or something like, then maybe we offer something like to when we sick that we have a negative thing, so therefore we ill. So when we offer the Torma or technique, this one we call the purified Torma. Also the stopping obstacle, maybe something like, I think you already had the Gektor, also we call Gektor. Before the initiation or before the retreat, every time we are doing a Gektor. This is something like we stop during the this initiation, during the retreat. That time something many obstacles coming, something we feel not uncomfortable or something. So we offer this thing, obstacle. Torma, the air Torma. Air Torma is normal in Tibetan monastery. They doing they make a big Torma for the 1 year. Big Torma means their decoration very well. So for the 1 year, maybe they just keep some special place and just go for the 1 year. For the 1 year, something like this. So every Tibetan Tibetan New Year 9, they make Torma. Everything is very well, something like prepared very well. So whole year they not touch. Even they just keep somewhere, just copper lock. Then after they finish one, after next year, they also renew something like every year. Not only the Torma, also the maybe food, tin of food, something which one is not rotten and something like. So we offer like this. This we call the air Torma. In Tibetan called loto. Lo mean air. Tor mean Torma, something like loto. We call loto. Every year they make something like offering to achieve the realization. This is very important for us. This one is the main important. But this one main important for us also. That this one the main book about the tantric thing. This one maybe I can also explain. Maybe you also maybe difficult. Normally the nectar, when you use the nectar, 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 the inner offering. The inner offering there, when you visualize there, the pipe meat, pipe substance. So also, this is talk about this like this. Also then, the pipe meat, pipe substance, there also this all things visualize, generate the Torma also. Then Torma also will visualize the deity or something. Then this one, if you offer something like that, this is we get quickly to receive the realization, something like,
Let me ask a question. When you said about the Torma for the deity, and did you say that we visualize the Torma as an inner offering to the deity?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. Torma also, some part there, Torma also the visualize the deity, some part near no. Some, not every deity, some deity there.
We visualize the Torma as a deity?
Yeah.
I never know.
Some there, Therefore, the main, we quickly receive the realization, something like that. Otherwise, if you offer the Torma, how can you, something like that?
Yeah.
So, kindly, when we have a certain practice, when we do a certain practice, we have the 3 Torma. So we imagine one Torma as the deity.
Main.
So is that considered the inner Torma?
Inner Torma, something like that. That is. So I'm continuing going. Then maybe if there is a question you just stick. Then after that we just maybe few minutes, just something like. This is something like this. Also the inner Torma also finished purified. Purified Torma is offered the protector or some deity to make a request to the purification, or something like. Mainly, there are also the many different. When you offer the deity, when you offer the protector, when you offer the logo deity, also different. When you offer a deity, maybe that time you can also the generate Torma also the visualize something like. When you offer the protector, that time you not generate the Torma protector or something, but you also offering to stop to purify our negative karma or something like this. This one the protector. Also the offer for the maybe loga deity, maybe something here. Stop the obstacle Torma is offered to the deity or local guardian to start to place or applicate them to make calm, to remove a harmful or obstructing force or cast out of destroyed harmful spirit. Also the last one finished. Exit realization Torma is offered to the deity, and one of the best offering we can make. With the offering we make request to the quickly achieve a realization. Then the last one, the time to offer is during the ritual, during the puja, or during puja. Maybe this one is the Torma. Normally in a Tibetan tradition, whenever we have a ceremony, we offer Torma. We offer Torma for devotion, something like this. Even not only the puja, also during the retreat, we also offer the Torma. Also, every Tibetan text, some texts they have offering Torma, some texts they not. Even something like Guru Puja, we know, especially not make a Torma. Especially not, why? Because inside the text they have no place to offer the Torma. Some texts they have, even before the text, they have one small note where you have to make this type of Torma or something like their rule. But some texts they don't have. Even medicine Buddha short, normally we do the short medicine Buddha, they also no place to offer Torma. So we have two different type of medicine Buddha. One is a long medicine Buddha, one is short medicine Buddha puja. So short one, they especially they don't have any place to offering Torma. So long one they have, you know, something long have they have. Also, that time, something like this. Whatever the text they have, all what they need Torma, how many they need the set up offering, all the text they have. So we have to see the text because some Torma you don't know. People you even the many different type of puja. Sometimes we don't know how many Torma we need, how you know. So all they write on the text. Before the text they write Torma, something like you know. You need this type of Torma, something like so like this. The main one is a Torma. What is a Torma? Torma. In Tibetan word, something like here on Tibetan word, something tor means something you destroy, something like tor maybe something you destroy. Maybe kangba tor means Tibetan means house. Tor means destroy, kangba tor, destroy house, something like, you know, destroy or remove. So when you offer Torma without attachment, it is like we are discarding or cleaning, grasping. After we make offering, we leave the Torma outside or put somewhere without any sense of attachment. We have the mental attitude to not be afraid to give away. Someday we may spend many days of afford a lot of money or one ingredient to make very beautiful Torma. When we give this all away freely, which help us to overcome self-chasing and grasping. This means something like, but why we call this Torma in when we make it? This one why we call Torma, something like, because sometimes we make a very nice Torma, you know, very nice decorated. After finish Torma, we have to some puja after before finish the Torma, before finish the puja, we have to throw the Torma. For example, maybe I think you don't know, no, I don't know. Color Rupa Puja, we call it Tukchuma, the one after Torma. Before the puja finish, you have to throw the Torma outside. This one means not only the for you make something to outside, also you all negative, all whatever you have, you all something like putting the Torma, and maybe even not attachment, something like, then you put somewhere or throw somewhere. Even maybe hide or puja, the Torma very nice, beautiful. Only the puja maybe one day, but Torma we make 2 or 3 days, something like. Even before I talk the air Torma, Loto, we call Loto. Very nice, very beautiful, colorful, you know. Even we made only the butter and only the something like good quality of flour, something like. So we only one day puja, then after that we just throw outside for the birds or for the cow or something like we just throw out. This one is anyway we offered we offered a lot of money, but not without attachment. We just live somewhere, you know, some offer something like. Yeah, here then how to make a Torma and what ingredient. It is very important. Yeah, it is very important that all of ingredient use you must be able to eat without cooking. Whatever you make Torma, everything you can be eat, can be eat, something like, maybe even you can't afford, maybe something like plain flour, you make Torma and you can't afford something like, must be can even, because Tibet also every barley we just roast, you know, roast and make, we call this one samba, independent samba. Mostly we make in samba. If some the puja we make also the plain flour. That time we little bit cook, then we make a Torma, something like.
So you have to make it tasty.
Yeah, also.
Nice taste.
So you cook it first, so it's not raw. Yeah.
It's not. Can be eat. We can also eat what we can eat. Even now, this time many people little bit lazy and make a Torma wood. You know, wood Torma. they can very well and maybe selling. Maybe you can see Bhutan in Kathmandu, Nepal. Many shops, they're nice decoration Torma. Actually look very nice. Look very nice, but I think we can't afford to something deity or something. quite difficult, but I don't know now this time it's happening, we can't stop, this thing. So yeah, even my teacher said you can be eating, something, even cook everything, something like. So any type of flour, something wheat or barley is okay. Somebody is often used in the Himalayan region, but also here you make oats, oats. What we can eat without cooking, you put water and you can eat something like. Here we prepare the oats very good here. Also the substance or include substance we call substance Z. 3 white and 3 sweet. Even 3 white, you have to put maybe 3 white. Milk, yogurt, and butter. This one is the main important. Also the 3 white and 3 sweet. Also the sugar, honey. In Tibetan you call kurum, but I talked with Ray. Something he said kurum maybe malasi here, malasi. But I'm not sure if this one exact or not. In Nepal, in Tibet, kurum means not processed one. We can get, easily we can get. Kurum is very sweet, but not sugar. Not sugar, but we in Tibetan call kurum. Kurum, I think, but maybe the malasi, I think maybe is this one Malaysia or Malaysia, I'm not sure this one. Also some puja, they also build the sangdup, we call Elaji, in English Elaji, I'm not sure. We call sangdup anyway. Sangdup also the many different type of medicine, part medicine, mena, we call also the mena, many medicine. That means pipe, we put a pipe medicine pill. Someone, not everyone, someone put something like, Also why we put this one, I think this one is also the 3 white and 3 sweet are used maybe must because they are centered giving as good healthy and vitality, something like if the 3 white and 3 sugar even for us very important, even if they make a nice cake, we have to need these all things make it tasty or something like Also the how to mix we need a tool or something, need a mixing ball, something like ball or whatever. Also the knife, something they make a shape, that time you need a knife, board also something. But everything this 3 white and 3 sweet, I think maybe must, if you have a new one is quite good. You can eat, you can also offer this one not good polite, also not good. Even new one, if you have new one, it's quite good. Even butter, everything's new, also honey or whatever you have. Anyway, we offer for something daily or something like it. If you have new one, then quite good. Then everything must be very clean. I think if anyway we need a clean, we offer something, so we need everything very clean. How to mix it? We put the flour in the bowl, then add the milk, butter, and all the other ingredients. Then bring everything together into the dough and work it with your hand or 10 to 15 minutes. This one later I will show you. But here I wrote here butter. There are 2 different types of torma, something like to make a torma, 2 different types. If you want to make it for 1 day or 2 days, no need to put butter, something like, no need to put whole butter. Actually, you need 3 white, 3 sweet, but you have to just not much of butter. Mainly you put water. Something like here also today we put water. Butter, why we put something butter? Butter is something like if you need maybe long time, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, for a year. If you put water, then slowly smell coming. Slowly smell coming. Also the crack quickly very. If you put water, they will just leave for the 1 day or 2 days. After that, maybe the crack also smell coming. If you put only butter, they are not smelling. For maybe 1 year, 1, 2, 3 years, doesn't matter. If you put only butter. If you put mix with water, then slowly coming back. Maybe 1 day, 2 days, smell coming, also crack. Anyway, if you put only butter, there we guarantee maybe how many years you put, doesn't matter.
I thought it would be the other way around.
Yeah.
But the butter one is a little bit more difficult than water. Because butter, sometimes you have to be careful how you have to add the butter, something like. If too many, you can't make. If too less, also difficult too.
Yeah.
So anyway, be careful when you make the butter or something like. How to shape the dough and also there are different type of shape and Torma depend on which deity or local garden spirit you are offering to. Also according to what purpose offering is being made. But the shape, also the color, everything is, I think maybe we're doing poor activity, poor action, something like. What you offer for that's for the peaceful, you're offering for that's maybe for the five that there are many different type of five, four five very peaceful five also the increasing five also the control and waffle. That time is slowly one we're doing the peaceful one. Mostly we use something like also the Torma not very different, but color will also a little bit different, For and specify when increasing control or therefore we make Tibet, many Tibet High Lama, they bring the action. That time this one is a very ruffle one, so the Torma also a little different. When whatever they're doing, also the Torma also the little bit different, color also a little different. Also the different color used to dedicate to the same port action. Mainly the peaceful one, specify is a white color we use. Even the Torma, when you make the peaceful Torma, we not use a very white color, something like very white. We just use a butter. Butter color is a bit like a white, it will look like. So we not especially put a color. So this one. The yellow, also the yellow one, sometimes we put a yellow Torma, also we put something like turmeric, turmeric.
Oh, yes.
Turmeric is yellow color. So we can also eat, that time we put turmeric color for this one. The controlling is red, normally red. Also the way can eat the color, something like red. Also the ruffle, also the but ruffle, some they make a black color, some they just use red color also same together. Also the decoration we call in Tibetan we call cutting. Cut means something like white or something nice. Gain means something jewel or you call in the something like gain, something like decoration or something like. Decoration used to be make Torma look more beautifully and as nice as possible. Something like, yeah, there are many different types. I think maybe you saw there are many nice Torma, the decoration very well, many different type of color. Also they have, also sometimes they make a meaningful, maybe they use a pipe sign, I don't know. Beautiful. Also, yeah, later I will show the Torma. Also the Torma, when we make the Torma, Bali, we not say everything Torma. Someday we call that, when we call the fruit offering, that time even in Nepal or Tibet, we not use the fruit, even we make Torma. We follow the people tradition.
Yeah.
Now we can get any type of fruit, but we not put the fruit even more look nice, even something like, feel a little bit something like. That's all. Then any question, please ask me something like.
When you said about the wrathful,
Okay.
the colour is black.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how you decorated the wrathful Torma.
But some cases they use a black, some cases they are not use black. Even you can use the red also can red color also the raffle one. Even the red color also raffle. Some very apple puja, that time they use that little bit. They put a little bit maybe something like what you call corn or
Charcoal?
Chocolate?
Coal?
no, when you fire what you call this
Coal.
coal, yeah, we
Fire,
coal.
yeah.
Also to put in the
Coal.
butter, also to make something color like this. Very ruffle one, but normally we use a red.
Oh, okay.
Red also the very ruffle, red, something if you see cloth, very ruffle, something like.
So for Palden Lamo?
Palden Lamo, they use a red color, not black, something like. Even our ma color, also the color of everything is very ruffle daily, but we not make the black color Torma. We just make the red color, not white, also red. If it's black, then maybe a little bit more dangerous, something like. Not good.
Do we use dairy butter or ghee?
You mean hair or hair? Maybe dairy butter.
Tibet, yeah.
Tibet, the ghee and butter is, I think, quite similar. Not very different. But even they just now they make different type of butter. But before we have only one butter, ghee or butter. We also don't know. But butter, definitely we get a very good quality butter. Then we mix together very strongly. Then little bit, then easy to make whatever shape you can make easy.
Because butter tastes nicer.
Yeah, something like that.
Would theirs be from like a yak butter? Would they use yak milk or?
Yak, also the cow, different, not necessary, you have to do this like,
It might be hard for us to find a yak.
Can you make the tormas and leave them on the altar for some time?
Yeah, you can. Some takes, some puja, or some takes, they say, before puja finish, you have to throw some outside. Some takes no, you can leave. Maybe if Torma is okay, everything good, you can live many days or something like. But if you put a lot of water, then maybe smell also the crack, easily to crack. Even in some place we add honey or sugar, many sugar. There may be hot place, even in India or something. There are many ants coming, so look not nice. That's only one day, something like. Even here, we just cover, cover. Otherwise, their mouse can eat.
They try very hard.
In Bodh Gaya, I saw the butter sculptures for Losar. I think they were Kagyu. And they created the ginormous scenes of Buddha's life and all Tormas with butter. Is that just a Kagyu tradition?
Not only Kagyu.
Not
all Kagyu. Also, we met in Kopan. Every Tibetan New Year, the 15 days, the date of 15, I think maybe Jenny show in Kopan.
A little bit of a photograph of the Kopan ones from this year.
Every year. I also learned that before, but not, I don't know how to shape the Buddha, but we learn anyway, I learned a few times there. Even we are just maybe we spend maybe 1 month, 2 months for because winter very cold in Kopan, not very cold, not like this, but even we don't have any electric in Kopan.
It's hot by those side of Kopan.
So that we
used to
if we make the butter, we mainly butter sculpture, we have to put in the water, very cold water. We have to make it with cold water your hand. So very difficult, spend even the butter will look very nice or something like. But after only one day, that we just keep somewhere. Even mandala, you make a mandala very nice, maybe 2 weeks, something like difficult to make. Then after the one day, you just destroy everything. This is something like, same like a Torma, without attachment to destroy something like throughout, something like this one.
Geshe, when you say about the different colours for the Tormas, is that the whole mixture that's a colour, or do you paint the outside after?
That's only paint.
Okay.
That's only paint. If we mix it together, sometimes not, also the difficult to make, also the quite difficult.
Sure.
So it's just outside, only just outside. Inside is Torma, inside is ballet, but just outside is decoration. Only decoration. But some Torma you can also add the color in the main or in hall, but some not. It's quite difficult, something like,
Sure.
Even the stick everywhere, something like. If you just put outside, then look nice. It will make more clean, something like.
I've seen some Torma as well, made with water. But then to make sure there's butter, they go just to make sure.
I was going to say, at Janyang, London, we do Tara Puja once a fortnight. We used to do it once a week, but now we do it once a fortnight. And I just wondered which Torma, what colour, would it be white Torma for Tara or?
Tara also, there are many different Tara. If we bring maybe something like white Tara, white green Tara, That time we not use a green color. We use a green color, red color, green tara.
Red coat.
Red colour for green tara.
Yeah, we use. Normally we drink our FMP the one book. This one is green tara, you know.
Yeah.
So we use a red color, not green color. I never.
Okay.
Some their initiation, some they use green, but I never saw also that green Torma, something like. Maybe some they have, I don't know. But white tara, we use the white Torma, something like. We use a white color.
What about the 4 mandala offerings to Tara?
4 mandala offering.
Yeah.
4 mandala offering also that sometimes you drink what you drink, which deity you drink. Green tara or white tara, also the color different.
Yeah, but it's with green tara.
Green tara, yeah, this one we have red color. In FMD we have one text, this one is green tara. The white tara is little bit longer, I think, little bit longer and something like this.
Is that the long life tara?
No.
No.
That,
Can I ask about the ingredients?
Yeah.
So you said that they have to be edible, the tormas, you have to be able to eat them.
okay.
But we offer them on the shrine, so we're not going to eat the tormas.
Yeah.
But they still have to be made from things that...
Yes.
Okay.
Is that because they're often offered as a food offering to the Buddhas?
Yes,
So therefore it's like the Buddhas should be, my understanding is the Buddhas should be able to eat it.
Before in Tibet they say after finish Torma, someone they eat Torma.
Yes.
But someone they eat Torma because difficult to get, difficult to get the barley and everything.
Yeah.
Some they have
It's not wasted.
Blessings. Yeah.
Now this time we not eat, but we offer them. Maybe we have even couple we have a lot of birds in our jungle. We just throw outside and we bird eat even something like.
So nowadays people have a lot of food sensitivities, and some people don't eat some foods for ethical reasons. So butter, yogurt, milk. Some people are vegan and they don't like to use animal products.
Okay.
So you're saying that we can use oats instead of barley flour. So can we use sort of alternatives for like vegan yogurt and vegan milk and vegan butter to make them as well?
Yeah, if you
They
have
might not last as long. I don't know if they'd be withstanding ants and mosquitoes, but I know they might.
It'll last a lot longer.
It's okay to substitute.
That's also quite good. But even I think maybe the 3 white, 3 sugar also I think maybe they have a big region. I think in Tibet they use. One I see is good for the health, but they have I think also the reason why they put something like because this one is a tradition.
Yeah.
But now we can use the vegan, also the made vegan butter. Now we can also use
It's, am I right in thinking as well? It's the thoughts and the feelings behind the Torma is if you use the best ingredients, it means something to you, and it's precious, and you're learning to just let go.
Yeah, something like this.
And make it, put in the effort and time, and then being able to let go.
Yeah, something like also that someone they use a medicine pill, Also this one very precious, the holy, something they offer. Yeah, something like.
That's great. I did have another question.
Anyway, we have a 3 days, we have a 3 days, but I'm not sure how we can learn the 3 days. Maybe it's a little bit short day, or I don't know. Maybe we will see how we can manage. We can manage. We can see if there are any question or anything. Then anyway, friendly. If I can, of course I can. Something like sharing or something like. Anytime you can, something like. When you make quite difficult, how something like. Anyway, there are different type of making. Something you can ask anytime.
There's a film being produced by Geshe Samten about Torma and its history and the styles and the tradition, and it's very good, but I always wanted to understand the Galuk tradition and it's very difficult
Okay.
to find anything written down
Mm.
or for teachings.
Okay.
And for the Westerners
Okay.
who want to continue the authentic Buddhist tradition,
Okay.
but also help retain some of the culture,
Mm.
it'd be really useful
Yeah, very good.
to be able to share that with others.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here today.
Okay. Also, yeah, the Kakyu and Ningmaba, the Torma, they may be focused very focused on my, but Geluwan is little lazy. Geluwan that's only the debate, something like only the inside one.
Yes.
Even inside a monastery, they not teach special Torma. We don't have any special Torma class. But Kakyu Ningmaba, they are especially the class.
Yeah.
Gelu not very interest someone.
Yeah.
Even some Geshe or some they maybe hold maybe 25 or 20 years in the monastery, but they don't know how to make the Torma. If they want, they are private, they can find, we have to find the teacher and learn. But we don't have especially class for the Torma.
Yeah.
No. But Kopan, I am the tantric monks, we have must learn, we have to learn. But some monks, depending on, if you like, someone asks, please have me to make a Torma, they will show you something, but we don't have special Torma class. But Kakyu and Ningmaba or Sakya, the Torma, they are very, even more nicer than Gelu. Be honest, their Torma, they are nice very well.
Yeah.
Something like decoration, everything very colorful, something, But Gelu monk, not very interested at Torma, I think maybe. Now, anyway, slowly they are learning,
Yeah.
So when I didn't quite catch when you were talking about the history of Torma making, did you say Shandarakshita they started to make Tormas or?
When they start this, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. My teacher just told me in the Torma in Buddha was alive in India, that time there are more tradition to offer the Torma. That's only fruit or flower. But the Torma from the Tibet, maybe even the high guru or high practitioner, they doing a poor action, and they maybe say maybe better to offer something like. Then maybe the Torma made from coming from the Tibet, maybe not India, I think. Something like.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now after maybe we 10 or 15 minute break. Then after that I will show you maybe the point from a pure Torma, something like. But we have short day, how we can manage anyway. We will drink together. How we can manage we will do. Maybe if someone very interested to make Torma very strongly or something, then also we can see next time also something like. But this trip they will say how we can manage.